What's a cool fact about dinosaurs you know?
Scientists have studied the nasal and throat structure of the Tyrannosaurus rex, and as it turns out, it was completely incapable of vocalizing a roar like those seen in movies. Rather, they would have made deep growling noises similar to alligators.
Recently, Spinosaurus was discovered to have a tadpole-like tail. It has been known for a while that it was mostly an aquatic animal.
Even Jurassic Park the third showed that. But it was always depicted with the standard lizard-like dinosaur tail. Recently, new fossils have emerged that show that the creature had a tail like that of a tadpole,
suggesting that it spent much more time in water than previously thought. Cartoonist Gary Larson named a dinosaur part in one of his strips. A caveman scientist described the spikes on a stegosaurus tail as the thagomizer,
named after the late Thag Simmons.
Real-life paleontologists realized this part had no name,
so they started calling it the thagomizer. Raptors couldn't walk around with its hands hanging palm down like most toys and movies show. Their bone structure wouldn't allow it.
They had to keep their palms facing each other.
They were around for longer than they've been extinct, which means that there were dinosaur fossils when dinosaurs existed.
There was a study done a few years ago where scientists grew chicken embryos that had dinosaur
faces, a rounded snout and teeth instead of a beak.
They did this by altering gene expression in the developing embryos, so the snouts came out looking more like an alligator's than a traditional bird's. Also,
birds actually existed at the same time as dinosaurs.
Archaeopteryx was a Jurassic dinosaur, so the evolution of birds began long before velociraptors and T-Rex
were walking the earth. Finally,
there's a weird bird in the Amazon called the hoatzin, and it's notable because the chicks have 2 claws on their wings.
These allow the chicks to climb trees until their wings are strong enough for actual flight. By adulthood, the claws disappear. These birds are the last surviving members of a bird line that branched off from other avian species 64 million years ago, just after the non-avian dinosaurs were wiped out. They're basically just really weird dinosaur birds that are very stinky and have gross-tasting meat,
because they have a weird digestive tract. There was an ultra-rare skeleton of a dinosaur called Spinosaurus that was the only one of its kind. Not complete,
but only evidence of it. And it got destroyed during WW2 when bombs fell on the museum in Germany.
Only recently another intact skeleton has been found in North Africa, which was more complete and gave some clues about where it lived and how it got so big. It was bigger than a T-Rex. Edit. WTF happened overnight here.
If you're interested, go watch a documentation of it. They're great.
I would link the one I watched, but it's in German.
Many know dinosaurs likely had feathers, also known as dino fuzz.
However, now many scientists are discovering that the feathers on many dinosaurs have likely been overdone as a result of the feather craze.
View the video below on the most up-to-date version of a T-Rex.
https
www.youtube.com/watch
v=cbqmtd Elvis. The Amish don't believe in dinosaurs.
Pterosaurs aren't dinosaurs. Plesiosaurs aren't dinosaurs. And Dimetrodon is not a dinosaur.
In fact, Dimetrodon is a synapsid and is more closely related to humans than to dinosaurs. Velociraptors are a lot smaller than depicted in movies. The word dinosaur means terrible lizard. Since the coining of the name, it has been determined that they are not lizards.
The name still fits though,
because they make for terrible lizards. T-Rex
was actually really tough.
Some skeletons have been found with major injuries that show evidence of years' worth of healing.
A skeleton named Stan in particular had a hole in his skull, and he may have lived up to a decade after having his skull punctured if the bone healing is any
indication.
The spiky tail on a Stegosaurus is called a thagomizer, from a Gary Larson cartoon. There's a cool TED Talk about why we've never found baby dinos.
https
www.ted.com/talks/jackhorner-where-are-the-baby-dinosaurs/up-next.
Language = N. Dinosaurs such as T-Rex could produce infrasonic waves you'd basically feel in your spine.
Here's a fun movie trivia fact from a famous dinosaur movie.
Do you remember in Jurassic Park the mosquito stuck in the amber where they supposedly got the DNA from?
Well, that is an elephant mosquito.
The only mosquito that doesn't suck blood, so it couldn't possibly contain any dinosaur DNA.
There's a dinosaur that was discovered in Australia near a Qantas airport,
so they named it Quantosaurus. Tyrannosaurus rex and Stegosaurus were evidently never on the planet together, separated by
millions of years. Sue. Fake news museums will have you believe otherwise with their standard fight scenes.
Dinosaurs are a diverse group of reptiles of the clade Dinosauria. They first appeared during the Triassic period, between 243 and 233.23 million years ago. Although the exact origin and timing of the evolution of dinosaurs is the subject of active research, they became the dominant terrestrial vertebrates after the Triassic-Jurassic extinction event 201.3
million years ago. Their dominance continued through the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods. The fossil record demonstrates that birds are modern feathered dinosaurs, having evolved from earlier theropods during the late Jurassic epoch.
As such, birds were the only dinosaur lineage to survive the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event,
approximately 66 million years ago.
Dinosaurs can therefore be divided into avian dinosaurs, or birds, and non-avian dinosaurs, which are all dinosaurs other than birds.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.